There are subtle signs in our lives that we may have unknowingly sold our soul, and recognizing them can be a life-changing revelation. These signs point to an unconscious attachment to a materialistic, disconnected existence that keeps us away from our true spiritual essence. If you've ever felt like something's just not right, or that you're caught in a cycle that feels off, you may be experiencing one or more of these signs. Let's dive into these 4 signs that could indicate you've sold your soul, and, more importantly, how to regain your true self. Sign 1. Attachment to material identity. The first sign is when you place more value on your material identity and the approval of the outside world than your connection to your spirit and true self. In a world obsessed with appearances, status, and possessions, it's easy to get trapped into thinking that your worth is defined by your possessions, appearance, or achievements. But when you get so absorbed in the physical world and start defining yourself by your body, you sever your connection to your higher self, to spirit, and even to God. The more attached you become to these illusory identities, the more you disconnect from the truth of who you really are, spiritual beings having a physical experience. This attachment becomes a form of materialism that can manifest in various ways, not just through physical possessions, but through the desperate need for external validation. When your worth is tied to what others think of you or how they view your success, you lose sight of your divine purpose. Recognizing this is the first step to reclaiming your soul. Sign 2. Your worldview is controlled by external forces. The second sign is when your worldview is shaped by mainstream media, social media algorithms, or the influence of corporate and political structures. These systems manipulate how you think, what you believe, and ultimately, how you live your life. Media and technology have become powerful tools of control, shaping perceptions, fostering fear, and feeding propaganda. When you let these outside forces determine your perspective on life, you lose the ability to think independently. You give away your power to the cultural engineers of society, media, governments, corporations, and Hollywood. They craft narratives that influence how you view yourself and the world, distorting reality and limiting your potential. When you begin to question these narratives and ask yourself, is this really true? You start to reclaim your freedom. The truth is, most of what you've been told is far from the truth. It's time to wake up and see beyond the conditioning. Sign 3. You're stuck in the rat race of life. If you find yourself constantly chasing success, validation, or wealth with no real fulfillment or sense of purpose, it's a sign that you've disconnected from your true essence. The rat race, fueled by the desire for more money, more recognition, more possessions, can cause you to feel empty, even when you achieve everything you thought you wanted. This relentless pursuit can exhaust your soul and leave you feeling unfulfilled because it's all based on external factors that are fleeting. True fulfillment comes when you reconnect with your inner self and align your actions with your spiritual purpose, not just material gain. Sign 4. A disconnection from your inner truth. Finally, the most significant sign is the disconnection from your true self, the spiritual being that you were born to be. When you start identifying only with your mind and body, rather than seeing yourself as a soul having a human experience, you lose touch with your higher purpose. Your spirit becomes overshadowed by the distractions of the external world. The process of waking up can be uncomfortable, but it's essential for rediscovering your true essence. Once you stop identifying solely with your mind and body and reconnect with your soul, you begin to live in alignment with your higher self and spiritual truth. This awakening allows you to experience true freedom, peace, and joy, things that can never be bought or found through external validation. To reclaim your soul and step into your true power, it's important to begin questioning everything you've been taught and the influences that have shaped your perception of reality. The process of awakening may feel challenging at first, but it's ultimately liberating. When you reconnect with your true self, your life will transform in ways you never imagined. You're not just a body or mind. You're a spiritual being with infinite potential, capable of creating the life you're meant to live. It's time to step into that power. So often, we define ourselves by the opinions of others, by their approval, or by the material things we think we need to feel validated. We shape our identity based on what others think, what we have, and what we think we should be. But here's the truth. Once you let go of that, you begin to truly transform. The real power lies in not conforming to the world's expectations, but renewing your mind. This transformation, where you move beyond the limiting forms of thought, allows you to step into your true power. You realize that you're not defined by external circumstances, but by the energy and consciousness that you embody. Your true essence is not physical. It's energy vibrating at a higher frequency than you can even imagine. And the moment you embrace that, everything changes. You see, you're not just a body. You are an energy field. Your thoughts, emotions, and actions create patterns that extend far beyond your physical form. The issue is, most of us are unconsciously tuning ourselves to frequencies that don't align with who we truly are. It's like being in a car and letting someone else control the radio station, tuning into a frequency you don't even like. You're stuck listening to country music when you'd rather be vibing with jazz. But here's the good news. You have the power to take control. Just like switching the radio station to one you actually enjoy, you can shift your frequency to one that aligns with your true self. The moment you stop allowing external forces, like mainstream media, social expectations, or the opinions of others, to dictate your reality, you regain your power. You take the wheel, switch the station, and return to your own frequency. This is where true freedom lies. The moment you reclaim control over your own energy, you free yourself from the shackles of societal programming. You're no longer just a product of your environment or upbringing. You're the conscious creator of your own life. But first, you have to let go of everything you've been told about who you are. You must release the attachment to the version of yourself shaped by the approval of others. This process of transformation is like wiping the slate clean, deleting an old operating system from your mind, and installing a brand new one. It's like rebooting your entire consciousness. When you do this, you start asking the fundamental questions. Who am I really? What do I truly want? And you begin to build your new reality from the ground up, based on what resonates with your higher self, not what society tells you is right. I started this journey of self-transformation years ago when I decided to let go of conventional paths. I dropped out of college, traveled the world, and committed to building my life on my own terms. I realized that the subconscious mind governs nearly every aspect of our lives. 95% of your actions, thoughts, and habits are unconscious. They control your health, your wealth, your relationships, and ultimately your fulfillment. The majority of people live average lives because they don't realize that their subconscious is programmed by external influences designed to keep them stuck in mediocrity. But you can break free. I did it, and so can you. I began using success hypnosis daily, reprogramming my subconscious mind to align with my true desires. And the results were nothing short of miraculous. I went from being a 19-year-old college dropout to becoming a published author, working with top companies, and having my work endorsed by some of the most respected names in personal development. You can do the same. If you're ready to step into your power, to truly reprogram your mind, and to break free from the limitations that have been placed on you, I invite you to start today. It all begins with taking control of your thoughts, your energy, and your life. It begins with shedding the old patterns and embracing the new, limitless you. The transformation starts within, and it's yours for the taking. The truth is, if you're not actively reprogramming your mind, you're handing over control of your destiny. It's like you've unknowingly sold your soul, and you might not even realize it. But there's hope. You have the power to reclaim it. The key to regaining your sovereignty is recognizing that you are a soul, not just a body. Your body is merely a temporary vessel, much like renting a car for a trip. You use it for the experience, but it's not who you truly are. You are a spiritual being, using this body to navigate the material world and learn valuable spiritual lessons. This body is not your identity. It's your vehicle for growth. The reality around us, what we call the physical world, is made up of atoms that are almost entirely empty space. These atoms vibrate at such high speeds that they appear solid, but at their core, everything is energy. Everything in this world is just energy moving at incredible speeds, which gives the illusion of physical form. It's not real in the way we've been taught to believe. It's simply energy vibrating at the speed of light. When you recognize this, something incredible happens. You realize that everything you've been taught about the physical world, about limitations, about your own worth, about money, about success, has been part of a construct designed to keep you from seeing the bigger picture. This is where the illusion, or Maya, as it's called in Eastern traditions, comes into play. The world around us is an illusion, designed to distract and bind you to a false sense of self. But here's the good news. You can wake up from this illusion in an instant. This is the moment of awakening, when you realize you're not the body, but the soul, and you begin to view life through the lens of spiritual freedom. You shift from being attached to this world to seeing it as what it truly is, a temporary experience meant to teach you and help you grow. This moment of realization is called Satori in Eastern traditions, a sudden awakening that can change everything. The first step to awakening is simple. Take a deep breath. Just breathe in deeply and exhale slowly. As you do, notice where you're holding tension, your toes, your jaw, your shoulders. Recognize that these physical sensations are just temporary. Your true self is beyond these physical experiences. You are not your body. You are a soul, a divine being with unlimited potential. By disidentifying with your body and the habitual thoughts that keep you trapped in the illusion, you begin to set yourself free. You reclaim your power, your soul, and your ability to shape your destiny. If you're ready to start this journey of reclaiming your true self, I invite you to take that first step. Focus on your breath. Let go of the tension. Recognize that you are already one with the divine, one with the universe's infinite power. You are already forgiven, already free, already in alignment with your true purpose. So, if this message resonates with you, share it. Spread the word about the Great Awakening. If you want to start reprogramming your mind and reclaiming your soul, check out my free success hypnosis link below. This tool is designed to help you break free from the limitations of the old programs and step into your true power. Take a deep breath and know that all is well. You are already whole, already empowered, already in control of your destiny. The journey has already begun.